A total of 20 fresh cases of COVID-19 are reported in Nagaland today. The positive cases are reported from Kohima, Dimapur and Twensang. COVID-19 cases in the country dips below 55,000 in a single day today. Recovery rate is at 69.80%. And total lockdown on the Mon and Mon Sadar subdivision has been lifted. Lockdown extended in Tizit, Aboi and Phomching. Well, those were the headlines. Hello and welcome once again to this news broadcast from News and Trends. We begin this bulletin by taking a look at the COVID-19 update from the state. A total of 20 fresh cases of COVID-19 were reported in Nagaland today. The positive cases were reported from Kohima, Dimapur and Twensang. This is the lowest number of cases reported from the state in over 3 weeks. However, the number of samples tested were less in comparison with other days during the past 3 weeks. The 20 cases were reported out of the 192 samples tested, whereas the state reported 230 positive cases yesterday out of the 828 samples tested. The state also reported 93 positive cases out of the 800 samples tested the day before. Today's fresh cases were updated by State's Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pong in his daily update on Twitter this afternoon. The minister tweeted saying out of 192 samples tested, 20 new positive cases have been detected, 10 in Kohima, 9 in Dimapur and 1 in Twensang. He also informed that contact tracing is fully put in force and all primary contacts are kept under self-isolation to avoid further transmission. Dimapur still continues to remain the worst hit district in terms of the total number of positive cases reported. Today's addition of 9 fresh cases in Dimapur takes the district's tally to 1,611. 338 persons have recovered, 8 deaths have been reported, 2 migrated and active cases stand at 1,263. Among the active cases, 2 patients are moderate and 1 mild in terms of the severity of the cases. State capital Kohima reported 10 cases today. Yesterday, the district reported 104 cases, out of which 46 were from the traced contacts, which has set alarms in the district. A case has also been reported from a nearby village, forcing the district authorities to seal the village in an effort to stop the infection from spreading further. An addition of 10 fresh cases takes Kohima's tally of total positive cases to 710. 178 persons have recovered and there are now 531 active cases. 1 person has migrated. Twensang reported its first case of the virus after nearly 2 weeks. The last time the district reported a case of the pathogen was on 28th of last month, when the district reported a single case. The district has so far reported 47 cases, out of which 45 have recovered, and there are 2 active cases from that district at the moment. According to the Nagaland government COVID-19 War Room dashboard, the state's tally of positive cases now stand at 3,031. Recovery is at 973. 8 deaths have been reported, 3 have migrated, and active cases stand at 2,047. Meanwhile, in Mon, the total lockdown under the district and Mon Sadar subdivision has been lifted from yesterday. BC Mon Tavasilian K, however, informed that large gatherings for social, cultural, religious or academic purpose will continue to remain prohibited. Not more than 20 people at a time will be permitted in case of funerals. The concerned ward or village task force are to strictly enforce this provision, a DIPR report stated. All shops will remain open on Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. In Aboi, the total lockdown, which was imposed on 4th August and ended yesterday, was further extended for 1 week from 11th to 17th August 2020. Deputy Commissioner Mon Thavasilan K has informed that the public movement shall remain strictly prohibited except on medical emergencies. All business commercial establishments, shops shall remain closed. Pharmacies are exempted. Movement of private vehicles except those permitted is banned. All social, cultural, religious and academic gatherings shall be banned. In In Tizit, the total lockdown has been extended for another 2 days, that is on the 10th and 11th August 2020, and would be lifted on 12th August 2020. The DC also informed that the total lockdown has been extended for another 3 days in Phomching subdivision on 10th to 12th August 2020 and would be lifted on 13th August 2020. Health Ministry has said that the COVID-19 cases dipped below 55,000 in a single day today after the country was recording over 60,000 cases daily for 4 days on a trot. The recovery rate is 69.80%. The case fatality rate has also dropped below 2% and was recorded at 1.99%. Health Ministry informed that active COVID-19 cases in the country stands at 6,39,929. while 15,83,489 people have been recovered. Single-day spike of 53,601 COVID-19 cases have pushed India's virus caseload to 22,68,675. Death toll due to COVID-19 has reached 45,257. Maharashtra has reported the highest number of cases, followed by Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. In the northeast, Assam has reported 61,737 cases of the pathogen. A total of 6,372 cases have been reported in Tripura, 3,853 in Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, 2,231. Meghalaya has reported 1,114 cases, Sikkim 910 and Mizoram has registered 623 infections so far. The overall number of global COVID-19 cases has increased to over 2 crore, while the deaths have topped to more than 7.35 lakh according to the Johns Hopkins University. The World Health Organization reports claimed that COVID-19 cases rose 200-fold and have doubled in 6 weeks since mid-March. The US accounted for the world's highest number of infections and fatalities at 50.94 lakh and 1.63 lakh respectively. However, the World Health Organization insisted that there was still hope of conquering the pandemic. It has stressed it was never too late to take action to suppress the COVID-19 crisis that has gripped the planet. In international news, in the aftermath of the Beirut blast, the present Lebanese government has resigned to make space for a new government. The announcement was made during a national TV address by Prime Minister Hassan Diab yesterday evening. Diab government was under severe criticism from the Lebanese people who blamed last week's Beirut tragedy on negligence and corruption by the country's leadership. Prime Minister Diab's resignation is followed by his 3 cabinet ministers stepping down along with 7 members of the parliament in less than a week following the blast. The tragedy left over 200 dead with thousands injured and several missing. The port city saw a humongous blast caused by a huge cache of ammonium nitrate, about 2,750 tons, that were kept at a depot at the port of Beirut without proper safety measures for years at one of the busiest ports in the region. The blast ripped through the city, devastating several kilometers of the area from the spot. The tragedy fueled public sentiment against the government as it was already facing charges of mismanagement on account of corruption, economic crisis, job losses and food shortages. The explosion at the Beirut port on August 4th has almost wiped out the entire neighborhood, leaving about 250,000 people homeless, destroying business centers and burning down grain stockpiles. It is estimated that the blast has wiped out up to 25% of the country's GDP. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of News Broadcast. Do subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and also follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well, and stay updated with the latest from across the world, the country, the region and from the state as well. Meanwhile, stay safe, practice safe health hygiene and maintain social distancing wherever you are. But most importantly, take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Thanks for watching.